Today we're spending the day in this H Mart in Harry Hines. It's brand new, 90,000 square feet. It costs $28 million to build, and there's so much to do here that I can actually spend the whole day here. As you can see, the H Mart is fenced in. It's part of Dallas's Koreatown, which is part of the Asian Trade District. This area has been home to Korean-owned shops, restaurants, and businesses since the 1980s, and only recently got the official title of Koreatown by local leaders. Before going inside, I wanted to scale the outside for upcoming stores. Dallas Police Department. Seafood spot coming soon. Across the street here, there are a ton of international stores. And right next to the H Mart, there's an entire Asian shopping center already here. You got Chinese restaurants, a cafe that I might go to later. This place could use some updating, but maybe it's more authentic. Got yourself a boba house. Korea fashion and accessories. Might actually be permanently closed. It's cool, you can walk into the outdoor shopping center. The only thing I see in here is a Happy Day karaoke. I think it's connected to this place, which is open. I'm not sure if most of these spaces are occupied right now. The windows could just be tinted, but we're about to enter this very dark hallway. They are doing construction right now, so renovation is happening. I bring this all up because Dallas is attempting to nourish and build the Asian American community in Dallas, which is really inspiring and exciting. So now let's check out H Mart. Hello Kitty toilet paper. Realizing H Mart opened in 1982, absolutely crushing it. So right when you walk in, H Mart is actually on the right, and if you keep going, it's the food court and a bunch of random shops. There's actually a ton of Paris baguettes in Dallas. This is where I'll be spending most of my time working today. But from here are some gift shops and the food court. They did a good job of sectioning off additional entertainment. Like this is a shop itself. Behind me is an entire Sanrio plushie wall, and then behind me here is an entire arcade area. Arcade mixed with a lot of gachapon. I mean, the machines just kind of keep going. And this is the food court, and the reason it's so loud is because behind me is a giant screen playing K-pop music videos. One thing that's really cool is in the back of the food court, there's essentially a convenience store. It's like a grocery store within a grocery store. The real question is, what can I eat that's actually gonna be vegan? Okay, dog, as good as it looks, is probably out. Probably not Korean fried chicken. So Korean restaurants are typically very fishy, very meaty. The concept of veganism as a Korean brings great shame. I usually just end up going with the bibimbap, which is what I did today. It's cool that your number just goes on the big screen. It's interesting because the bibimbap is actually different in most restaurants, but usually I just stack in a bunch of gochujang from the beginning, I mix it up, and I let it get a little cooler. This one's also got a very heavy lettuce base, which is pretty rare. Usually rice is the base, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. Whoa. Very nostalgic. If you pay an extra $1, you can get it on a stone pot. It keeps it hot, but I actually prefer it like this. I think when it's a little cooler, at least to me, it's more nostalgic. We didn't have stone pots at home like most Koreans. Most Koreans don't have stone pots, just what I mean. Sometimes the taste can be so nostalgic from the cucumber kimchi and the bean sprouts that I legitimately feel emotional remembering my mom's cooking and Korea in general. I am very satisfied, but now we're gonna leave the food court and see what's going on in this alley here. We got home appliances, barbershop, makeup, blinds and curtains, more makeup, and a woman's clothing store. There's 2 stores I want to take my camera into, but it feels sketch. So this shop was pretty small, but I did get to talk to the owner, and apparently 95% of the items in this store are directly from Korea. And you have to go through a 6 to 12 month process to be qualified to have a store in this place. So kudos to this guy. I ended up getting 2 sets of stickers for my daughter, so I can't wait for her to play with those. I thought this was just a shop as well, but apparently it was a craft store, so I would love to actually bring my wife to this later. But you can take items from the store and then you can sprinkle them together. They have a heat press, they have clay making, they have all types of things. I would say it's sad to see it empty, but it's a Tuesday in the middle of the day, so it makes sense. But still, I always love seeing different types of plushies and blind boxes as well. I think it's funny that all of these stores have something extra in them, like some kind of arcade or gacha machine or blind box thing. It's like they stuff in whatever they can to attract customers, which is smart, I think. Reflection perfection. Now this is probably the coolest thing here. That's Jinx from Arcane. This entire pop-up shop is designed like the Last Drop, which is the bar from Arcane, but I think this one's a cafe. This store seemed cool, but since it's empty and the music was super loud, I actually didn't want to work in here. Again, since I'm alone today, I feel like a lot of these experiences would probably be better if I was with someone, but it was cool to see the menu. You can kind of see it now. Some of the stuff was pretty wildly expensive, but I think for the coffees, $6, that's kind of normal nowadays. And the last shop here in H Mart is the one that's actually near the food court on the floor. So let's just kind of browse through it because there's a couple employees and I don't want to get flagged for filming. It's just a lot of cute, fun things that make me happy. Speaking of which, I just made 104 free character cards you can print out. It's all of my SquadBot characters and their descriptions on these little cards. And I would consider them placement holders for the future cards that I actually plan on making. But this was a really, really fun project. It took a lot of time and it's absolutely free. So if you want to check it out, thesquadbots.com, it's just a bunch of fun stuff. It's like my fun brain universe. Now the final frontier. The actual grocery store itself is the only place we haven't visited since we've been inside. So what actually are the differences between an H Mart and a regular grocery store in America? For one, there's far less focus on frozen meals being served. Usually things are just frozen ingredients for bigger meals that you plan on making. Number two, the produce and the seafood takes priority over everything else. So when you go to the back of the store, there's a very strong fish smell. Basically, Asian grocery stores just prioritize Asian groceries and American grocery stores do the same with American groceries. That's it. That really is the difference. Also, the music is very loud and bumping. I mean, this is like a club. There's also more ready-to-serve meals here. Personally, not a fan of ready-to-go meals from grocery stores. No surprise here, more cute stuff. Woo! It was way too loud in that H Mart, so I decided to work at Tom and Tom's Coffee, which is a massively popular Korean chain in America. I'm almost a mile down the road and there's more Korean shopping. This location looks pretty fancy. I love how much outdoor seating it has. The one I go to has none. Not sure if I'm allowed to sit in this, but this is pretty cool. Whoa. Tom and Tom's Coffee now has hundreds of locations in America, and they were one of the first Korean cafes that opened up for 24 hours, which isn't the case here. This one closes at 9. It's interesting to see so much Korean chain expansion here, especially in Dallas, Texas. I'm gonna be in here for a few hours, but let's go in my car. I'm gonna wrap up why H Mart is such an important grocery store. Silence. So what actually makes H Mart so special? It's really simple. I mean, to Koreans, it's like a home away from home. It's also an established culture. When you see a $28 million H Mart, it feels good to know that Korean culture is being represented so much. Plus, you're American as well, so you get the best of both worlds, which is really nice for someone like me. But also, I think if you're American, it's a sense of novelty. You can go there and it feels like you're almost traveling to a new country without having to spend so much money. I had a lot of fun filming this video. If you want to see more just like this, click subscribe down below and I will be making them. Take care.